Hey everybody, Matthew Solomon here, and today's video topic is shame. The shame game is strong. If you saw my last video, You Are Your Guru, I got into that a little bit where we've all been judged on the way we do things or don't do things, or we think that we're supposed to look for someone or something that's going to be like the magic thing that just makes everything okay for the rest of our lives. And the fact is, we're all on our own individual paths, working at our own rate, working on our own specific things, and there's really no room or no need for judgment. So, in looking at shame, so many people that I speak with, clients, people that reach out to me, friends, family, on some level, everybody is afraid to express themselves for fear of being judged. Everybody has something or some things that they're dealing with or have dealt with where they feel shame for having been through that. I have that, shame for, being in a divorce, having relationships that have ended, not being in a certain place in my career, not having certain career paths work out, having my kids mad at me when they are, having disciplined them correctly or incorrectly, or having judgments around that from everybody and anybody. And the thing is, like, we're all judged. We're judged for what we do and what we don't do, and if we work and how we work and where we work and why we work and how much money we earn and how much we don't, and if we have credit card debt and if we've filed bankruptcies, and if we have stellar credit, we're judged. If we are smart, we're judged. If we're not smart, we're judged. As parents, we're judged. If we're not parents, we're judged. If we have sleep issues, if we don't have sleep issues, man, everything and anything you can be judged for. I've been judged for every single thing I've ever done in some way or another. And for some of that, I feel ashamed. And we're not taught how to deal with that. We're not even taught that that's a thing, really. In fact, we're taught that that's a good thing, that it's a disciplinary thing, like, shame on you. You should feel bad about that. And I've been guilty of that as a parent, with my kids at times, like, oh, you should feel bad that your room's a mess, or that you didn't listen to me, or whatever. And, so that's where I get to check myself. And so it all comes from judgment. Like, we're taught to judge so that we're safe, so that if I'm better than you and not as bad, then I'm good and safe and, better. If you prove that you're better than me and make me feel bad, then I'm less than you, and then you get to be superior. But neither one of us feels good about that. The times where I've felt superior about things, at the end of the day, there's still somebody else more superior than me. So what do? Catch ourselves, catch the judgments. The judgments are going to be there, but do we express them? We don't have to express them. I don't have to tell somebody that's jaywalking that you shouldn't be jaywalking. I don't have to call the police on a family barbecuing in the park. If I see somebody disciplining their child in a way that I disapprove of. It's not my place to tell them. I don't know what they're dealing with. Unless they're like beating the crap out of their kids, in which case, you know, you call somebody. But even then, I don't know what they're dealing with. I don't know what they tried. I don't know what issues there are. And yes, there's a time and place to get involved. Absolutely. But I'm talking like big picture, generally speaking, we get to check ourselves. Why do you assert your judgment? Why do you feel you have to shame this person? Because it doesn't work. I have never been shamed for something and then changed my mind and been like, okay, yeah, you're right, I'm going to do it that way. Doesn't work. And if anything, it just creates animosity. So, what's the starting point? The starting point for me was experiencing a space where I wasn't judged, where I could say whatever I needed to and have the person be receptive to it and just get it. If I'm stressed out with stuff with my kids and work and, you know, a deal that was supposed to go through that didn't go through, and then, you know, my kid's not sleeping at night, and then, you know, car needs an oil change, and checks that I've been waiting for, you know, are 3 months late and all of that, and I'm stressed out. Unless I ask, I don't need somebody to tell me what to do about that. I just need somebody to be like, damn, that's fucked up. I get it. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? That's like one of the most powerful things you can offer somebody. What do you need? How may I provide for you? And when you experience that space, oh my God, it's fucking magical. And then you can provide that for somebody else because you know what it's like, you know what it's like. And that's, you know, in relationships with clients, you know, with people in my life who have said, like, they've talked to me about stuff and they're not used to not being judged. And it's sad. I'm glad I can provide that. And it's like, fuck, really? You were afraid to tell me that because, you know, you were judged about that? It's, I feel like I'm talking in a lot of generalities, but I think you get the point. Anyway, that's what I have. If you're feeling shame about something, you're not alone. There's, what, 8 billion other people on the planet feeling shame about stuff. If you're going to judge somebody, you know, maybe stop and reassess. Maybe you're right, maybe you're wrong, but what do you want your relationship to look like with that person? You know, I'm fortunate it's taken me years. I'm fortunate that for the most part, I can still stand in my commitment to have things work and have communication work. And, you know, I exercise that on Facebook all the time. And I exercise that in life, and I'm not perfect either. So how about joining me in a space where there's no judgment, where you get to do and be who you are? Do what works for you. Be who you want to be. I'm starting a new group program in a couple weeks, and it's called Do What Works for You. And it throws everything out the window about, like, you need to have structure and you need to do it this way and this is the system, and fuck that. Those are great if that's what you want. Most, in my experience, we got to start from, I'm okay just the way I am. You're okay just the way you are. There is nothing wrong with you. And you get to be and do whatever the fuck works for you in my space. That's what I provide. So I'm going to post the link, coachwithmatthewsolomon.com, and it's under coaching programs. Do what works for you. It's a 2-month program. We're going to like look at all the shit that's in the way, the shame, the guilt, the blame, the reasons, the excuses, the stuff that makes you feel bad, that keeps you stuck. We're going to get all that shit out of the way. Get to what works for you, what lights you up, what excites you, and you get to go fucking do that. How great is that? Seriously. So go check it out and do something nice for yourself today. Thanks for watching.